I got in early today. I went to the art museum, and I saw this really old Japanese teapot. It was over 800 years old. And it's cast iron, so they never clean it, because what happens is each time they brew tea, that brewing seasons the pot and then flavors the next cup. And because of that, the tea it makes has a flavor that is priceless. And I told my wife that, and she said, I still think you should clean the microwave. There's dried salsa in there from college. When I make a burrito, it tastes like the 90s. I live in Philadelphia now. I've lived in Philadelphia. I've been in the same neighborhood for about 15 years. And when we first moved in, our neighborhood was really dangerous. But the last couple of years, a lot of hip young people have moved in, and now our neighborhood is still dangerous, but it's also expensive. So it's kind of just more ways to get robbed, honestly. You can still get robbed at gunpoint, but now you can also get robbed at the cupcake shop. You're paying $20 for 2 macaroons. Are you kidding me? And it's getting so crowded. All the new people are complaining about parking. They're all like, oh, the parking around here is murder. And I want to tell them, you should have been here 15 years ago. Back when the murder was murder. And the parking was fantastic, honestly. There's a trade-off, by the way, when you get nostalgic for the old neighborhood. Oh my God, it used to be great. You just pull up, park, get out of your car, get stabbed. Right in front of your house, right in front of your house. But I know it's, like, I know gentrification is bad. I know I shouldn't, I'm not trying to make light of it. But my question is, and there's an honest question, where am I supposed to live? Seriously, like, I didn't move to a cheap neighborhood because I wanted to drive everybody's rent up. I moved to a cheap neighborhood because that was the only neighborhood I could afford. And then once I got there, I need a cappuccino. I do need it, by the way. I don't want cappuccino. I need cappuccino. And they don't sell it at the corner store where they got the drip coffee next to the bologna and the wiffle balls. I am willing to pay an extra $2 for coffee that doesn't taste like ham, and I know that is the beginning of a dangerous cycle. I know that's a slippery slope. Pretty soon I'll get priced out, I know. The family that moves into my house after me will just be a bunch of Amazon boxes, probably. Just be a Whole Foods self-checkout. I know it. It's happening already, man. My neighborhood's getting too fancy for me. I was near my place. I was a couple blocks north. I was on a corner talking to this old guy, and he told me, you know, this used to be the worst crack corner in the city. And look at it now. It's the best. I was walking my fat little lapdog around the neighborhood, and this kid on a bike, this like 10-year-old, yelled at me. He goes, "You yuppie! You dirty yuppie!" And I had never been called a yuppie before. I didn't know what it means. I looked it up. It means young urban professional. It's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me, honestly. I went to chase after him. I was like, "Wait, tell my father! Can I use you as a reference?" But I'm such a, like, I got a fat little dog. I love cappuccino. I am such a stereotypical gentrifier. Tell you my favorite drink right now. What I do is I take vodka and Kahlua, mix it with almond milk. I call it a very white Russian. That's my drink. Love it. No. I don't think, it's not, I shouldn't joke about it. I just, everybody complains about gentrification, but then everyone's like, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. Yes, you did. I'll do it. I'll say it. It was me. I'm the reason your favorite bar got replaced with a dog spa. It was my fault. I want to pamper my pooch. He deserves a real treat. Nice hot rock treatment. My dog has been depressed lately. He's been depressed ever since we had a baby, because he's been replaced, you know? He's getting ignored. A lot of people say a dog is a practice baby, and I think that is true. Some people say that a cat is a practice baby. Ooh, that is not true. A cat's more like a practice ex-girlfriend. A cat's like an ex-girlfriend you still have to share an apartment with. Just messing with you, trying to smother you in your sleep, put dead mice in your shoes. You wake up in the middle of the night, they're just staring at you angrily.